stage.
Ease someone's mind into knowing nothing about me, from thinking they know something about me.
Spotlights snapped on and John Mayer stepped out alone. No band, no LED wall, just a vintage Martin and a mic that felt 5 stories tall. Picture yourself in that sold-out Newark Arena on 11th of March 2023, leaning in with 11,000 strangers as the first chord of Slow Dancing in a Burning Room echoed off hockey rafters. Could a single voice and 6 strings rescue a career the tabloids had called dead? That was the dare when Mayer announced his first solo acoustic tour. He promised deep cuts, brand new songs, and nothing but wood, wire, and nerve. "It's how I started," he posted. "I finally feel brave enough to do it again." If those songs failed under bare light, the comeback ended right there. If they worked, well, the rest of this story shows why stripping down became his lifeline. Back in 1997, John Mayer loaded a Honda and left Berkeley after 2 semesters, betting that Atlanta bars might listen harder than Boston practice rooms. He and roommate Clay Cook hauled battered acoustics into Eddie's attic, winning open mics as the lo-fi masters. Local press called him the skinny kid who bends notes like Stevie Ray. A showcase in Austin landed a Columbia deal. Room for Squares hit stores in September 2001. Your Body is a Wonderland reached Billboard's top 10 and earned a Grammy in 2003. In 2005, he formed the blues-heavy John Mayer Trio, sharpening his chops in smoke-filled clubs. Those lessons powered Continuum in 2006, which won 2 more Grammys and put him in arenas by 2008. He had climbed from college dropout to 3-time Grammy winner in under a decade, yet the higher the rise, the steeper the fall ahead.
And the Grammy goes to John Mayer. Daughters!
On 10th of February 2010, Playboy ran an 8,000-word interview that read like career suicide. Mayer bragged about porn habits, called Jessica Simpson sexual napalm, and used a racial slur while talking about dating. The internet exploded. Headlines screamed racist, sexist rant, and Twitter lit up with boycott calls. 2 nights later in Nashville, Backlash followed him on stage.
The normally wisecracking motor-mouthed John Mayer was nowhere in sight as the music star broke down on stage last night in Nashville.
Voice shaking, he told the crowd he'd fallen into a wormhole of selfishness and apologized through tears. Radio hosts mocked him, sponsors stepped back, and late-night comics turned sexual napalm into a punchline. For the first time since Room for Squares, his biggest hit wasn't a song. It was a scandal. The next blow was silent. Doctors found a granuloma on his vocal cord in September 2011. Surgery removed it. Weeks later, it returned. He canceled a 2012 tour and went on strict vocal rest. Friends had to read messages he typed on an iPad. Is breaking your leg liberating? No. He told Billboard in early 2013, unsure if he would ever sing again. Botox cooled the injury, but recovery meant months of monastic living. No talking, no alcohol, no late-night tweets. On a Bozeman benefit stage in January 2013, the first shaky chorus of Who Says sounded less like a performance and more like a heartbeat restarting. The voice wobbled, yet lived. After surgery, Mayer vanished into Livingston, Montana. He told Rolling Stone the move saved my life. Wide skies and small-town anonymity forced him to sit with silence. Hollywood nights became coyote howls. In that quiet, he wrote anew. Born and Raised came first. Confessional folk hailed as sincere. Then Paradise Valley, named for the river outside his door, proved that the land itself had seeped into the songs. Slowing down wasn't failure. It was rehab for his soul and his craft. Recording Born and Raised, Mayer swapped synth pads for harmonicas and glossy leads for pedal steel. Released 20th of May 2012, it entered Billboard at #1. He stayed put and wrote a sunnier sequel. Paradise Valley arrived 20 August 2013, opening at number 2. Together, the album sounded like dusty postcards. Slower tempos, porch honesty, proof that loud feelings can ride quiet songs. A Pandora algorithm later played Althea. Mayer dove so deep into Grateful Dead bootlegs that Bob Weir invited him to front Dead & Company in 2015. Their first test, Halloween at Madison Square Garden, lasted 3 hours. Tie-dye skeptics watched the Wonderland guy nail Franklin's Tower. Many Deadheads doubted him, but by 2018, critics called him respectful, patient, cosmic. After 8 summers and 234 shows, the final tour ended on 16th of July 2023 in San Francisco. Mayer tweeted, "This band changed my life. Jam Band Boot Camp left him with slower hands, bigger ears, and the lesson that music breathes when nobody rushes." On 11th March 2023 in Newark, the solo Gamble met its audience. Over 24 songs, he unearthed deep cuts, tried new tracks, and slid Tom Petty and Grateful Dead covers between the hits, one voice commanding 11,000 fans. A Cleveland critic wrote the setup made the arena feel like a living room. The tour crossed the Atlantic in March 2024. London's O2 fell silent whenever he whispered. Box Score showed the first 19 shows grossed $39.3 million on 251,000 tickets, a career best average. In a world of pyrotechnics and LED walls, Mayer proved that a song well sung still wins. By mid-2025, career totals read $374 million, 6.2 million tickets, 645 shows. Spotify counts 16.3 million monthly listeners. Dead & Company's Farewell hauled 115 million. Sober, slowed, and stripped back, he swapped scandal for stamina. John Mayer's story feels like reverse magic. By removing pieces, he revealed real wonder. Headlines once called him finished. His own throat tried to silence him. Deadheads rolled their eyes. Yet one guitar and a steadier heartbeat brought him back. A musician who started in coffee houses now fills arenas with Hush, trusts space more than solos, and shows that subtraction can multiply everything that matters. Gentlemen of a certain vintage, if your playlist swings from Zeppelin to Zoom-hold music, this bit's yours. Smash like harder than you slam the boot on your sensible SUV. Hit subscribe before your teenager rewires the Bluetooth, and ring that bell so the next deep dive finds you before your knees predict rain. Tell me in the comments, which Mayer guitar cures your midlife guess? His PRS Silver Sky or that road-worn Martin? Funniest confession wins a virtual pint and eternal bragging rights in our We Still Got It Club. Rock on!